Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are about ready, actually. I think straight up ready to declare the big war. Now, this is not the final war. I want to be clear about that. This is the big war. We win this war, and the game is essentially over. But we are going to need one more war after to bring the Athonians into the fold. Unless we can convince them diplomatically. I doubt it. Hypothetically, if they weren't in the Federation, how many reasons would we need? That's a good question. I don't know. We can look at that after the war. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and declare this. We're going to declare the war, bring into the fold the Yon and the Uthonians. Our allies have 38 claims that we're trying to conquer. We don't have any claims, CB. But we're just going to subjugate them. Perfect.
At last, to war.
We're going to need to take 1 day. Actually, we don't. We don't need to take 1 day this time, because we can just go in. They had open borders. Fantastic. Okay, the Second Federation fleet is going to attack. Just thinking about the correct path here. Technically, the correct path would be to come this way. Should have thought of that. We're going to jump drive in here. This is only a level 2 station, so this is not a big deal. Okay, we'll do something along the lines of that. The Third Federation fleet is, of course, going to attack here. The Fifth fleet is going to move in like so. Oh, right, we're going to need to deal with that FTL inhibitor. The Third fleet is mostly in a defensive posture here. Although I wouldn't mind necessarily taking like this location from the Euthonians, maybe taking this over. The Fourth fleet is defensive. The Sixth fleet is also defensive. So we've currently got this going on over here. We should dispatch the Sixth fleet to take care of them. Looks like everything else is reasonably dealt with. There's this up here. These guys are probably... yeah, they're going to lose to this. Perfect. These guys are going to win up here, so we'll need to dispatch a defensive fleet up there eventually. But for now, this'll do. Okay. So let's proceed. Research agreement proposal. No, I decline. Yeah, the Yon go big or go home. Sounds good. The Yon company has presented an emergency measure. Okay. We'll support it. Because it's hilarious. Wonderful.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Okay, so these guys have attacked the station. That's good.
Beginning attack run on enemy station. Beginning attack run on enemy station.
There we go. Under control. We did actually take a loss here, which is slightly surprising. We're going to head up to Zarmaton. And the First Federation fleet is, at this point, probably going to respond... well, we're already responding to these guys. I think we'll send the First Federation fleet to respond to this force. That said, they're 6,800. They could lose to that starbase, although I think the odds of that are low. Okay. Let's see how we're doing over here. Armies. 583. Not bad. Okay, so we're going to come in with our army, and we'll just invade Tetlar's palace. Tiruk Perch is another location to invade. Sounds good.
Battle is joined.
Indeed, battle would be joined.
Battle is joined.
So the Third Federation fleet has taken this over now, and we are going to attack over here. Wonderful. We have taken a few losses. It's not shocking. We're not yet ready to pull anybody off the front lines, though. That's for sure. The 6th Fleet is currently here, and we're going to send them over to grab that. Perfect. The 5th Fleet is ready to head out over this direction. 2nd Federation Fleet is heading up over here. They're attacking this with their Juggernaut. That's brave. Goodbye, Juggernaut. They should have brought the fleet in before they brought in the Juggernaut. But the fleet might be able to save the Juggernaut. Looks like it does. Okay. Well, that's lucky for them. So they managed to take this. The 3rd Fleet requires orders, and its orders are definitely to head up here. We're also going to hit the Reinforce Fleet button on it. Okay. 3rd Federation Fleet requires orders. Its orders are to head over here to Elderock. We are attacking Great Wound with our allies over here. This is perfect. Yes, we want to extend our deal. The 1st Federation Fleet is just chilling up over here in Tadasca. I want to send them over to Asterion for right now, and then they'll come out here and attack. We have successfully invaded over here. These guys need to come in, and we can land on Koriko's Haunt. That'll be fine. And these guys are going to go land on Tyrrhic Birch. Excellent. The 1st Fleet requires orders, and its orders are to jump drive over to Rigel, and from there we're going to push into this territory and try to take control of this L-Gate. That is not quite the direction I wanted them to go. Okay, so we're going to redo that. Jump drive to Rigel, and then I want you to actually push your way up. Don't take this gateway. I want you to go up over this way. We're going to leave Othana for now. We'll do something along the lines of that. The 2nd Federation Fleet really probably should be reinforced, and we'll go ahead and do that. The 4th Fleet is, of course, defending Terminal Egress, and the 6th Fleet has successfully defended here. We will return it to Ziph and reinforce that. Wonderful. The 2nd Fleet requires orders, and its orders are to jump drive to here. Now, we probably don't want to attack Eternal Horizon immediately, so we're just going to jump drive up there and hop on in. The 5th Fleet requires orders, and its orders are to push to Alcor. Wonderful.
Initiating ground assault.
Okay.
Victory shall be ours.
So far this all looks great. The 2nd Fleet is ready for orders. Again, we're waiting on their jump drive to finish up.
Scientific breakthrough
Ooh, hello.
achieved.
Defense platform damage. Excellent. So next, let's go for kinetic weapon damage. So these guys are going to position right up over here, but we're just going to wait a bit.
Are victorious.
The 3rd Fleet is currently repairing, and I did tell them to reinforce. I'm not sure where those reinforcements are, but they should not need an additional click here. Now, where's this Yon Company fleet going? Up this way. Okay. They did grab Zarim. We're going to go take that back. 2nd Federation Fleet is still reinforcing. The 6th Fleet is in position to help defend. And honestly, I think that we should move the 6th Fleet out over here. The 4th Fleet is fine where it's at. And the 2nd Federation is being reinforced. So that's okay as well. We're building a Federation battleship. Okay. 3rd Federation Fleet is, of course, attacking over here. This will take some losses, but it'll be fine. No problem whatsoever there. And then we're going to move on to Goal. The 6th Fleet is, of course, over here now.
The cowards have destroyed.
We're going to send them to Bahiram.
The cowards have destroyed one of our spaceports.
Where? Not exactly sure where. Not that one. Not that one. Okay. Probably doesn't matter. So the first Federation fleet is going to make its way out over here. We're going to jump drive to here and then make our way in. The second fleet is going to make its way into Eternal Horizon at this point. How are we doing on the jump drive cooldown? Still 101 days. Honestly, I think it's fine. We'll take a few losses, but it's not like we're hurting for alloys. So that'll be okay. The fifth fleet needs orders, and its orders are to head out over like this and grab this territory. That's not very threatening, and that'll be just fine. I guess we'll go ahead and hit the reinforced fleet button. The fourth fleet is just finishing up something. Okay. Second Federation is, of course, getting reinforced still. I decline this. Okay. How are we doing on our invasion forces? So this is now fully occupied by us. We should jump on over to Fangkor. And once we arrive there, we'll land on Pollen Cloud. 372, no big deal. These guys are now fully occupied, and I want to jump drive them over to Zif, and from there, they're going to come down over this way and head down to Uwaren. Once there, they're going to land on New Beginning, unless this army invades first. We'll see. It may or may not. The 6th fleet is going to push out to Tonrock, and I'm actually going to send the 3rd fleet with. Just in case they decide to attack us with some of these forces that they have over here. Yeah, they attacked Grunthurst. That's not surprising. The 2nd fleet requires orders. Its orders are to head up this direction. 2nd Federation is still reinforcing. That should be done very soon. Okay. We have finished up our energy weapon research. Let's go ahead and grab energy credits from jobs, I guess. We are low on our energy credits, but once this mega structure finishes, we shouldn't have a problem there. Now, we do see a lot of enemy fleets out over here. This is not surprising. This is exactly what we expect. We just one-shot that starbase. I like it. Let's head up here, see if we can catch any of their fleets. It looks like they're thinking about coming in. That's ridiculously silly of them, but it does look like what they're thinking about doing. We're going to return to Chi Draconis with the 3rd Federation fleet and reinforce it. The 2nd Federation fleet is in Tanafir and is still allegedly reinforcing.
Victory shall be ours.
Yeah, a lot of these are just returning really, really late. Okay. Well, I guess we'll let that chill for now. The 1st Federation fleet is ready to attack into Urum, and we'll do exactly that. So these guys are now fighting over here. We expect absolutely no problems. Yeah, they're just getting wrecked. Fantastic. All according to plan. I love that Perdition Beam one-shot. That's pretty great. There are hostile fleets present over here, but we expected that. That was our orders that we gave. And these 2 fleets over here, they're going to push up to Heka. I want to keep them in this region, but this will be fine for now. 1st Federation fleet is taking some hits here, but they're fine.
Victorious.
Absolutely no problem whatsoever there. We're going to tell them to go attack Tirum. I'd love to get access to this gateway and this natural wormhole.
Initiating ground assault.
2nd Federation fleet should be finishing up quite soon in terms of its reinforcement, since it did get some progress there. Okay. We are continuing to do quite a lot of damage to them. And I'm going to send the 2nd Federation fleet out over this direction, I think. Maybe down over here. Yeah, down here. Come on down. Now, they do have some L gates out over here that we need to keep in mind.
Our warriors are victorious.
That's okay. We have successfully landed on multiple planets over here. Fully occupied, and fully occupied. Fully occupied, and this one is already ours. Fully occupied. There's actually not a lot out here that we need to invade. This one's partly occupied. Ah, L gate here. Yes. Well, L gate to there, and then jump drive over to here. Unless they have it fully occupied by then, which they might. They well might. Okay, I'd like... I feel like the Telekur League has got this. It's going to be close, so we're going to send one fleet to reinforce. And the other fleet is going to push out up this direction. Grab the Kerbal system. Fantastic. The First Federation fleet will head to Groman. And the second fleet is ready for additional orders. Let's tell it... I was thinking about jump driving out over this way. We could actually jump drive here. Jump drive here, and then come take over this natural wormhole and see where that leads us. I like it. So it does look like our allies here are going to lose this battle. And these guys are going to push in over this way. But we're chasing them, and in theory, we should catch them. Second Federation fleet is now down here, and we'd love to push out over this direction. Wonderful. Third Federation fleet is going to jump drive to Dongle here, and then head to Wodriax, and then over to Jormundir from there. Excellent. So they're a long ways away from their war goals. We're not surprised by that. It's almost all unoccupied systems and planets. But we absolutely want the war goals. Looks like we did catch this force. And do these guys need reinforcement? Not really, honestly. So we're going to send them off over this direction. And we'll just grab this constellation like so. Wonderful. First Federation fleet should probably backtrack over here, although, well, I do want to explore this natural wormhole. Let's go see where that goes. Excellent. So we have them up to 13% war exhaustion right now. It's going great. And occupation is helping, as well as relative navy strength. I mean, realistically, we are quite a lot more powerful than they are. We shouldn't be, but we are. AI is kind of dumb, even at Grand Admiral difficulty. The first fleet does require additional orders, and it's got an L gate here, so it can actually pop up to the Zeepak Vortex. And boom, it's just immediately there. And we managed to catch these fleets. No problem. We'll deal with them. We'll take a few losses on the way, but not all that many. Our fleets are pretty terrifying, honestly. So the first fleet did take losses. We'll go ahead and reinforce those. And the fourth fleet is still just chilling there. The second fleet really could use reinforcements, and we are going to explore this natural wormhole, see where that goes, and then probably jump drive somewhere where we can get reinforcements fairly quickly. We did explore this natural wormhole up here. That goes down there to Habrak. Convenient. And let's see where this one goes. Orbo. Okay, that's not too bad. We will probably have to defend this area. What is... yeah, we can go back to this L-gate. We don't have a jump drive available for 64 days. We'll just have to chill here, I guess, and get our reinforcement there. Okay, sounds good. The Second Federation fleet requires orders, and their orders are to push out to the Sithonus Maelstrom, take control of that L-gate. Wonderful. This army over here, let's see, this is partly occupied. So we're going to jump drive in to here, and I think that they're probably attacking here now? No, they're not, actually. So we're just going to attack there. Wonderful. And then these guys, they are fully occupied here. And then partly occupied. We're going to jump drive over to Gull and land on Oldara. Perfect. Sounds good. So the First Federation fleet is, of course, chilling up here. And there is a gateway here. So we'll go ahead and reinforce that. Sounds great. Keep in mind, a lot of these fleets, a lot of these little fleets will be taken care of by our vassals. So we're not too concerned. Now, this is a little concerning. The fact that these corvettes are appearing.
Initiating ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. A lot of these are, I think, supposed to be grouped up here. No, they're not. This is full. So why are they here? What is the possible purpose? This still is my greatest complaint about Stellaris currently. This whole system is very awkward. And I would like it if it didn't exist. Yeah, we're just going to group those together, but it's going to continue making more and more of these. Like, just send them where they're supposed to go and keep a record of where they're supposed to go, Stellaris. Come on. Not that hard. Okay, so we're eliminating these construction ships. Sure. And we are at this point going to come up this direction and see about maybe eliminating some of these troops. Or rather, these fleets.
Warriors are victorious.
Yeah, we just have a big mess going on here now. Some of them are Federation ships, some of them are non-Federation ships, and this is just the way that the Reinforce Fleet button works. The Ziph Dyson Sphere has been completed. The Ziph system's primary has now been completely enveloped by an Ethiopian Dyson Sphere. Our engineers celebrate this as a great victory, and rightly so. We've achieved what only a handful of star empires in the history of the galaxy dared imagine. The total subjugation of a star. Energy output nominal. Priceless artifacts fill the exhibition stations, bringing the past to the present to inspire the future. It's a glorious day. So our Mega Art installation is now perfected, and our Dyson Sphere is now completed. Wonderful. So we are going to work away over here on this ruined ring section, and we're also going to begin work on a matter extractor, or rather a matter decompressor. It doesn't work over the Rebellion Vortex. Okay, so maybe... We already built a matter decompressor site. I'm a moron. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade that instead. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so where are all of these supposed to go? Obviously, these are all Federation ships, so they're intended to go to a Federation fleet. We'll just group all of those together. And then all of these non-Federation fleets, we'll just do a reserve fleet like this. And we'll dispatch those, I guess, where they're supposed to go when we figure that out. They're probably supposed to go up here, the Federation fleet, right? 9 corvettes, 3 destroyers. That would fit. Do it. Okay. Sounds good. It is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to bring these guys back. About like that. But we're going to continue this war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.